All right. Hello, Fit Pros. Y'all, get in here. Let me know that you're here because today we're talking about another topic that is super important and near and dear to all of our hearts. I want to talk about how to create more time in your day, how to create more time in your day while creating more clients in your business. That is what systematizing your marketing will do for you. So, who here, show of hands, who here struggles with inconsistency in their marketing? Who here struggles with finding the time to market while also serving the clients, loving the family, growing the business, doing the things, and then marketing somehow becomes like an afterthought? Or we do the thing. You guys can let me know which one you are. Maybe you are just completely inconsistent and you have no plan for your marketing. The other thing that we are really guilty of doing is that we go on these marketing sprees. So we get out there, we start nurturing our audience, serving our people, doing all the things, making relationships, all the should do's, right? And then we get a couple of clients and it's like I can breathe again. And so then we start serving the clients and we stop doing the marketing. If you've ever taken my business kickstart course, you know there are three gears that move your aircraft carrier further forward. And the first is growth. Growth means marketing, it means visibility, it means getting out there. The second is nurturing. Once you've got people in, you've got to be building relationships with them. And the third is making offers. There's this smaller gear off to the side that is service delivery. But your business is not going to grow. And if it's not growing, it's dying if you are not marketing. So today we're talking about how to create more time in your day by systematizing your marketing. And what that's going to do for you is keep your aircraft carrier moving forward. If you don't know what I'm talking about, stay around and let's do this. All right. So raise your hand. Let me know if you get completely overwhelmed trying to keep up with your marketing, if you can't keep up with it, and then that leads to inconsistency, it leads to giving up. A lot of hands are up. The truth of the matter is that inconsistency will kill your efforts to grow and nurture an audience, because the other truth of the matter is that overwhelm and burnout are real. So what do we do? What do we do, y'all? Stay to the end. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about what really matters in your marketing. We're going to talk about all of the things, how to pick your non-negotiables, how to nurture your audience effectively, how to let yourself off the hook for the rest of the crap that all the business gurus are telling you you have to be doing or you should be doing. And I'm going to talk to you about planning ahead. All right, so let's get to it. This is the Fit Pros business show for fitness, health, and wellness pros on the front lines of improving the health of our world. I'm Kelly Coulter. I've been a fitness instructor since 1994. I also have a 20-year congruent, is that the word? Running alongside, whatever that word is, continuous. So I was one of those instructors who worked part-time as an instructor and full-time in another career. My full-time career, online marketing. Online marketing. I believe all of us have a unique mix of experiences, expertise, and personality that makes us perfect to serve a specific audience. That's what makes us, as an army of individual fitness and health professionals, different than Peloton and Beachbody On Demand and Apple Plus Fitness. So it's my job to help you find and serve that audience that you can fit with perfectly, so you can step away from the gym, so you can serve clients that you love, and so you can make a real living doing it. I've got accelerators working way less than they ever have, making way more. That's what we do. Are you ready to make a real impact in the lives of others while creating the life of your dreams for yourself and your family? Let's get started. All right. So today we're talking about systematizing your marketing because I want you guys to work less on your marketing and I want you to make more results doing it. So let's talk about first, what exactly is marketing now? I know that sounds really elementary, but I'm going to just break it down so that there's no confusion because sometimes we do confuse marketing and sales. So, marketing are these messages that you're putting out there, and they're the things that you're doing to create an audience. When I think about the pool of people that you should be making offers to, I think of it in terms of having like a bonfire party. So if you were to have a bonfire, you've got this fire and people are gathered around it, and the ones that are closest to it are getting warm. Those are the ones that it is proper to make an offer to. As you go out from the bonfire, those people are colder and colder and colder. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in South Carolina and it is really cold out right now. So if we were having a bonfire today, I would have to be in the middle. But so the people that are closest to your bonfire are the ones that are getting warm and they're the ones that it's ripe to make an offer to. So that's when we start talking about sales. But today we're talking about marketing. We're talking about bringing people to the bonfire, right? They can't get there if they don't know about you. So there are two elements to your marketing strategy. The first is visibility, getting out there beyond the people who already know of you, getting out there beyond the people who have seen your gold nugget content or have seen your have are in your Facebook group. So we want new people to be finding out about us at all times. And then the other piece of that, of course, is nurturing those people that are at your bonfire so that they're coming in warmer and warmer so that you can make offers to them. All right, so the things that we do to get visibility and to nurture are your social media posts, are your emails, are your direct messages and other direct communication methods that you're using to nurture relationships. So, I want to talk to you about the difference between a strategy and a tactic. And if you've ever taken my business Kickstart, you see me do this with an image of an aircraft carrier and then an image of a little jet plane. So you've got your aircraft carrier, it's moving along down the ocean, and it's got all the little jet planes on it. It's going to carry those jet planes to the destination. Once you get to the destination, those jet planes can fly off and do their missions, and then they can come back and land on the aircraft carrier. Now, there are two important things to remember about that. The first is that the aircraft carrier is the thing that gets everybody to the place, right? The aircraft carrier is essential. The aircraft carrier is the vehicle. The jet planes do the little missions, they do things. Um, if the aircraft carrier were going across the ocean, and let's say it's headed to South Africa, and it veers off course and starts headed toward the Mediterranean instead. Can you get to the Mediterranean from the ocean? I think you can. Yeah. Um, so it starts headed toward France, and it's supposed to be going to South Africa. The jet planes can't fix that situation, right? That's the thing about an aircraft carrier. The jet planes can't fix that situation. The aircraft carrier can't go out and fly over land and do the missions that the jets do. So both of them are essential. But in this scenario, in your marketing, your jet is the tactic. It's the little things that you do. It's the social media posts, it's the reels, it's the Facebook lives, it's the Instagram lives, it's the stories, it's the emails. If you do email, I suggest that you do emails, it's the direct messages, it's the things. But your strategy is the aircraft carrier. Your strategy is to build an audience around the thing that you do. So we've talked in the past, and a lot of you had taken my niche training, and I tell you that your niche is a crowd of people who are actively looking to buy the thing that you sell or get the result that you offer. Your strategy is to build an audience of those people because those are the only people coming to your bonfire. And you are not making offers to anybody that is not at your bonfire. Y'all, let me know if you're picking up what I'm laying down here. I'd love to see some comments and I'd love to answer your questions as we go. All right, so we've got the aircraft carrier, it's headed to the bonfire. So your strategy is to get as many people to the bonfire as possible. And you're going to do that with the tactics, with the little jet planes. All right? So, the jet planes cannot do the work for you. That's the thing. That's the thing. So if you're relying solely on your Facebook group, just 100% completely relying on your Facebook group for all of your sales, you're missing the strategy. The Facebook group is the jet plane. The Facebook group is the tactic. Same thing with your email list. It's a tactic. So you're going to miss so much. And the big thing is, any tactic that you're doing, you've got attrition in that crowd. So it's going to get smaller and smaller over time. And if you're not bringing new people because you don't have a visibility strategy, then you're going to miss it all. All right. So I want to move on. We've got the different strategy, tactic. So let's talk about these different tactics and let's talk about what matters and what doesn't. I suggest, because we are all fitness and health professionals, we are all ripe to serve a very niche audience, a very small audience. The difference between what we do and what Peloton and Beachbody and Apple Plus do is that we can make a very good living with 100 or 200 clients. Apple Fitness needs more like 1 million because they're putting so much money into research and development and advertising and paying all the professionals to do all the things. What's great about that is that if you've got specific expertise in a specific niche area of fitness, let's say you've got experience with Parkinson's or with fall prevention for people who have autism, let's say you've got whatever it is, you are ripe to go out and serve that audience. And now, because of COVID and because everybody's online, you are not bound by geography. So it is your job to go out using social media and using the internet, find your people and gather them. So that's step one. You got to just gather them. And then you're going to nurture them and get them warmer, get them closer into your bonfire. All right, so what that means is that you have got one primary social media platform that you are going to focus on. I suggest Facebook groups. I know you've heard me say it 1 million times, but Facebook is doing advertising on TV. They are not advertising Facebook. What they are advertising is Facebook groups. Facebook sees groups as their differentiator between them and any other social media platform out there like TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn. Facebook does groups best. So I suggest that your primary nurturing ground be Facebook groups. That's where you gather this audience. That Facebook group is that bonfire. And then all of your other social media platforms are secondary. And the job of the other social media platforms is to bring people to your Facebook group. And you're going to do that by having one gold nugget piece of content a week. If you notice, I come into the Grow Your Fitness Business group every week and I do one thing if I do nothing else. And that is the Fit Pros Business Show, what we're watching right now. So I come into the Facebook group, I do the one thing every week. And then all of the other platforms, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on LinkedIn, you're hearing me say, get into the Grow Your Fitness Business group because that's 8,200 fitness instructors, personal trainers, and health coaches who are all working together to build their businesses. That's where we nurture. That's where we communicate with each other. That's where we learn from each other. That's where we ask questions. So you use one primary gold nugget piece of content to bring people into your primary nurturing ground. Now, y'all, let me ask you this. Are you feeling a little breath of fresh air yet? Do you feel like I've let you off the hook a little bit for all of the million things that you're trying to do? Because that's how I want you to feel. So many of us are working too hard on social. Social media is supposed to be social. That means people want nuggets from you. They do not want a full workout one day and then a full cooking demo the next day and then a recipe the next day. They didn't sign up for all that, y'all. They're not committed. They're just there scrolling their Instagram feed. Don't assault them with 10 ways to do squats every single day. Make sense? All right. So we're going to assemble our audience into one primary nurturing ground and we're going to deliver one gold nugget to them. And then we're going to use those other secondary platforms to bring people to that gold nugget piece of content and to bring them into your primary nurturing ground. Now, what's a gold nugget? A gold nugget does not have to be a Facebook Live show. I really like live video, especially for service-based businesses, because service-based businesses are sold on trust. And the best way to let somebody trust you is to let them get to know you. And the way to let them get to know you is to let them watch you speak, watch you interact with people, watch you talk. That's why I come on every week and I talk to you guys and I can see all of your questions down the side and I can answer them. You guys teach me how to teach you with your questions. All right, so your gold nugget can be a weekly live show. I suggest that you make it a weekly live show. I'm talking to so many fitness professionals and I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, oh, great, I can go do an abs demo or I can go do a full workout. A lot of you guys are just planning your choreography for your next full workout. No, that's not what we're talking about. So we do not want to go into that primary nurturing ground and give away the thing that we sell. We want to let them get to know us and we want to give them some quick wins. So a gold nugget piece of content, whether it's a Facebook Live show, whether it's a long form post, whatever it is, helps your audience without giving away the thing. So I do not want you guys going out and giving full workouts or even partial workouts. If you are going to give a workout away on social media, I want people to register for it so that you at least get their email address and you can follow up with them. All right. So I want it to be a Facebook Live show, but it doesn't have to be. It can be a long email. It can be a long form social media post, like just a strictly value post. It can be a pre-recorded video. If it makes you perfectionists feel better, you can pre-record it and upload it at the same time every week. It can be, what else have I seen? Oh, I've seen people do really cool things with rooms where they'll open up a room and they'll do like a coffee chat with their audience, a walk and talk. I've seen people go on Clubhouse and just have a walk and talk with their audience. I've seen people go into Instagram and just have kind of conversations, Instagram Live, all kinds of things that you can do. So Gold Nugget does not have to be a live video, but I would like it to be some sort of video, and it at least needs to be a long form piece of content. The difference between the Gold Nugget then and everything else that you do all week is that everything else that you do all week is just short snippets. I want a lot of it to be just promoting your Gold Nugget, just letting them know what you're doing this week. And I want you to take the rest of it way less seriously. It does not need to take you hours a day. If you have got hours a day to spend on this stuff, I'd rather see you spend it in the direct messages, in the text messages, in the emails where you're having back and forth conversations with the people at your bonfire that are hot right there at the center. All right. Any questions about the Gold Nugget? Because I'm about to move on. So in my notes, when I outlined how, I had point number one as pick your non-negotiables. I want you to nurture just enough. I want you to get your audience a quick win. And you do that by picking what your gold nugget is going to be, when you are going to deliver it, what day and time. I want it to be the same day, same time every week. That's the first thing about systematizing. If you can get your gold nugget down to where it's a non negotiable part of your schedule every day, every week, you will keep doing it and you will stay consistent. And then I want you to let all of your other platforms be secondary to that primary platform where you deliver your gold nugget. All right, so point number two. Y'all, I always get hot after I start talking to you guys. I get passionate. So, point number two, I want you to let yourself off the hook for the rest of it. So, here's what I'm saying with that. So a lot of times I'll put this schedule in place for myself and I'll say, on Monday, I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. And on Tuesday, I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. And on Wednesday, I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. And sometimes by the time it gets to Thursday, I'm just like low energy. And Thursday is when I really like to do a long form, straight up just value post for my people. I just want to like make a really good point, get them a quick win with it, and then just leave them alone. Like no call to action, just a value post. But sometimes, many times by Thursday, my energy is just not there because I hit it hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or life gets in the way, or business gets in the way, and something comes up. I don't want you forcing these things. So, past your non negotiables, past that gold nugget in the primary nurturing ground, I don't want you forcing all this other stuff. Now, I have two ways that you can avoid forcing it and coming at your audience with the wrong energy. So the first way is to batch your content. So if you have noticed on Instagram Reels, I'm doing this marketing minute. And if you haven't noticed, go over to Instagram and make sure that you're following Grow Your Fitness Biz, B-I-Z, Grow Your Fitness Biz, because every day I publish just this little marketing minute and it's just me talking face to camera, and I batch all of those on Mondays. So I get them all in the can on Mondays and then I publish them throughout the week because my energy is high on Monday. If I were to try to do them by the time we get to Friday, if I were to try to do them throughout the week, by the time we get to Friday, my energy would be low and it would show on camera. So I batch them. And this is a great idea for you. I also batch all of my emails at the beginning of the week. I create them all, and then My VA goes in, my virtual assistant goes in on Tuesday after I do the show and changes the link so that the proper link is going to go out for the replay. And then they all go out seamlessly. So batching is number one in terms of letting yourself off the hook and not forcing it. Number two, I forgot, so give me a second here. Number two is don't feel like you have to do it. If your energy is not right, if you are not there for it, run a replay of some of your old stuff. Y'all, you can repurpose content. You can take your content and make it into little micro snippets. So I could take like pieces of the Fit Pros business show and I could snippet it up and make that into my reels. There's a lot that you can do without recreating the wheel. So let yourself off the hook when you're not feeling it. I do not want you going to your audience with really low energy, with, how about this one? With really graspy, needy energy. If you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I have got to get some new clients this week, that is the wrong time to be going to your audience because your eyes and your spirit are going to be saying to your audience, oh my God, I need some clients. Please buy from me. It's the total wrong way to go to your audience. So stay away from your audience when your energy is wrong. Let yourself off the hook and be okay with that. All right, so that's point number two. I want you to work less hard. And then my point number three is really simple, and we're going to cover this more later in the week when we do on Thursday. I'm going to do a live marketing systems training, and I'll put the registration link up for that tomorrow. But so Thursday, 5 or 6 o'clock Eastern, I haven't picked yet. I think it's probably going to be 5 o'clock Eastern. You guys can vote in the comments if you want which time would be better for you. I'm going to do a live marketing systems training. I'm going to have a little workbook for you, and we're just going to go through kind of exactly how I plan out my content. And that will really be helpful to you. So planning your content is going to be number three. Having a plan in place, having times in your week where you sit down and think about these things, having times in your month where you sit down and think about these things. Maybe having a little club or a group of people that gets together and plans your content together. That could be really, really powerful. Y'all, we should be doing that in the Grow Your Fitness Business group. Who wants to open up a room every month and just plan our content together? In the Virtual Studio Business Accelerator, I actually send out a content calendar and I tell them exactly, I don't want to say I tell them, I suggest one thing that they could be posting about. So I'll have a monthly theme, and then under the weeks of that month, I will have sub themes that all relate to that monthly theme. And then every day I'll say, okay, I want you to do 1, 2, maybe 3 things on social. And here's a suggestion of what it could be. And basically, what I'm telling them is the couple days before your gold nugget, promote your gold nugget. After your gold nugget has happened, send out the link to your gold nugget and then do a few engagement posts to keep everybody having fun and excited and getting quick wins. I mean, that's really it. But planning ahead will keep you consistent. So make sure that you're planning ahead. So I wanted to give a shout out to one of my accelerators, Angela, who is doing a great job on social by really taking to heart these points that I've made today. She has 4 kids. She has 2 hours a day that she works on her business, and she's able to get some reels done. She's able to plan all of the things that she's doing in her business, and she's able to get it all done. And that is because She plans ahead. She's a really good planner and she knows what's important and what's not. So, to recap what we've talked about today, social, email, direct messaging, those are your marketing tactics. You might have some others. Maybe you're doing direct mail. Maybe you're putting your business card on the um, bulletin board at the coffee shop. Whatever it is, those are your social tactics. Your strategy is that you want to continue to grow this audience of the people who are actively looking for the thing that you sell or the problem that they're looking to solve the problem that you solve. So you are going to stay consistent by picking your non-negotiables. Your non-negotiables is your weekly gold nugget and a few other pieces of content in your primary group. And then in your secondary groups, promotion of the weekly gold nugget and maybe some little things to help people get to know you a little better. You're going to let yourself off the hook with the rest. So you're going to stop beating yourself up. You're going to stop shooting yourself to death about all of these things when people tell you you have to post every day or the algorithm will get burned. All of these things, you're going to ignore all that because we are solopreneurs for the most part because we don't need 1 million followers. We need 100 sales. And that's a very different thing. So we're going to let ourselves off the hook by batching and by not beating ourselves up if we skip a day. And then the third one is planning. I'm going to give you a little bit more about that in a free webinar workshop that I'm going to do on Thursday. I will open up registration for that tomorrow. That's going to be Thursday at 5 or 6 o'clock Eastern. You guys can vote on the time that I'm going to do that in the comments here. And give me a little hashtag replay, hashtag live. If you're going to give me your opinion about that time, I'd love to see if you were here live with me or if you're watching in the replay. So y'all, that is what I've got for you today. Is that helpful stuff? I would love to hear what you think. Please comment and contribute to the conversation, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching in replay. If you're watching in YouTube, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe on this video. If you're watching in the Facebook, if you're watching on the Kelly Coulter business page or on the Fit Pros business page, I really encourage you to come over and join the Grow Your Fitness Business for Instructors, Trainers, and Coaches group, because that's where we all spend time together in community. That is where I come in and I give you guys a little bit more information. That's where I do a lot of engagement posts and polling. They were the first to know that I'm going to be doing a live event in October. So really important, get over to the Grow Your Fitness Business for Instructors, Trainers, and Coaches group. That's where we network, support, and train. And I can't wait to support you there. All right, y'all. So that's what I've got for you. I'm seeing some votes come in for 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So y'all, I will look for, I'm going to do a value post tomorrow, and then I will also open up the registration for that marketing systems training. So look for that tomorrow morning, and that will have the link to register, and it will have the definite time. It looks like 5 p.m. may just be the winner, and I will see y'all on Thursday. All right.